What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC24 video. It's 10 past 6 on Monday and the content released today from EA was negligible, right? They gave just one SBC and then the daily objectives, and the SBC, if you guys missed it, was the 78 plus upgrade. It requires 8 golds to complete, and so it in itself is actually quite bad value because for 11 gold you get a 2 rare gold player upgrade pack, which I personally think is just better than a guaranteed 78 plus. But it's created a debate and a discussion point within the stream of, is this game dead? Like, is the lack of content concerning? And we're going to look at both sides of the coin today and have a look at the perspective from maybe somebody that's only had the game a couple of days or that plays relatively casually versus somebody like myself that plays the game all the time and has farmed a lot of the game already. So if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, it'd be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and let's have a chat. If you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an extra 6% off using promo code NEP at checkout. And so on a day like today, when there is no new objective, which was quite surprising. You know, EA have given a lot of good stuff in that live objective tab. The theme team pursuit was nice. And again, it didn't even necessarily give out like monster rewards. A gold players pack, a 75 plus twice, a small Electrum, and an 80 plus by 5. Didn't give out like monster rewards, but it was fun. It was something to do. You could couple this up with doing your squad battles games and things like that. But it was something to do. The Evo Lounge was really nice. The Reina was half decent. I personally don't like the card. I won't use it unless there's like a Dortmund or America objective that I need it for. And Pinktober, as you can see, I've even done that. And all you got for that was stadium items. And I still did it because something to do, isn't it? And so the debate here is, this is day 3, or well, technically it came out on Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This is technically day 4 of the game being live, officially live, not pre-order live, but officially live, and there is no content. The reason why I don't think it's too much of a problem that there's no content right now is because if you did just get this game on Friday, you are still way behind. The likelihood is, if you got this on Friday, you have got nowhere near level 22 or 23 in the season pass. If you got this game on Friday, you have almost definitely not completed all of these objective sets here. If you got this game Friday, you've probably not completed all of the seasonal objective sets, and you've still got loads to farm in the milestones. So the players specifically as well, not everybody cares about these players and not everybody wants these players, and I haven't even finished these players myself yet either. And one of the things I was like explaining to stream is, when the 6 PM content came out, and my thought process straight away was, there's nothing to do. I've got nothing to do. It's just not true. I have got things to do, but the things that there are to do aren't as valuable as some of the things I've already done. And because like doing something like the squad foundations, getting this Orsic, this Samu Size, or this Ceccherini doesn't really serve any purpose to me. My mindset straight away goes to, there's nothing to do. There's not nothing to do. I just don't want to do the things that there are to do. You know, I've still got Evolutions Mastery to do, Finishing Mastery to do, the Silver and Bronze Squad Mastery, the Draft Mastery. All of these milestones that are there, I've still got to do. And I've still got some foundations to do and a few, or not many foundations, but a few. And a few milestones, a few moment stars to collect as well. So there's stuff to do. But if you've been on the game a lot like I have, and if you've already got like a relatively good team because you farmed all the objectives that are like give you the 100k packs and the ultimate packs and things like that, and you've grinded the game, you've already got maybe a couple of sets of squad battle rewards, maybe your first set of qualifier rewards, first set of rivals rewards, and you're sitting there and you was hoping for something today. Like, I do get it because I'm in that same boat, but I don't think the lack of content means that the game is dead. One of the things that has happened over the past like 2-3 years with 6 PM content that I've been uploading to YouTube every day, basically. Some days I don't do it when it's like super dead or when the game cycle is dead, but basically every day, is I started uploading content for the sake of uploading content. And EA would drop something that was genuinely garbage, and I would still just make a video on it. And there are times, and I remember saying these things quite often, there are times where I would say things like, I would have preferred nothing. And the reason why like having nothing sometimes is better is because, you know, the Andre Silva SBC, maybe some people like that and are playing with it. Maybe some people just loved him and just wanted to use him, but it was pretty poor. If EA released like an 83 or 84 rated SBC from, you know, a Road to the Knockout like live item from a club that's just pretty poor, guess what would have happened if that was all they gave us? People would have complained, right? And it would have just been this isn't good enough, we needed more. And so sometimes on days like today, when there really is nothing, treat it like there's nothing, and let's not look at it as a negative, and let's look at it and say, okay, so I've got two options now. I could either just do nothing and either go and play a different game or read a book or touch grass or any other functionable thing that will improve your life outside of playing FIFA. Or number two is you can literally play the game. Like when we was talking about this on stream, one of the responses that came out was there is stuff to do, you can play the game. And I actually think that is a genuinely viable like response, especially this early in the game when there is so much to play for in terms of rivals rewards, champs, squad battles, and the fact that squad battles are now 4-minute halves. I actually enjoy playing the squad battles for the rewards each week because it works towards the milestones. It helps me with some of the player objectives that I don't want to do online, and we get the squad battles rewards as well. So your kind of options are like either just play the game or don't play the game. And it is not in a savage way, but that's where it's at. And obviously you can see my team on the screen right now. We've got the full Arsenal team, and this has been a joy to play with. And when I show you, where do we see the stats for the squad? Where is it, in club? It is in club, isn't it? Look how many games I've got with all of these cards already. 118 games with Gabriel, 113 with Ramsdale, no Hansdale. Maddison, what did I do that with him for? 74 already with this Evolution Smith Rowe. 69 Kappa with Kai Havertz. 64 with Thomas Partey. And I've actually just enjoyed playing the game with these Arsenal players. Yeah, it gets stressful sometimes when you lose and take those tough L's, or if you just get battered by a sick team. But it is actually quite fun. The only thing that I will say as a kind of a counterpoint to everything that I just spoke about there is evolutions, right? It is without doubt a massive hit, Evos. And EA noted that we'd have 12 Evos in Season 1. I think Golden Glow Up is just one Evo, even though it's 2 parts. And I'm not sure that the Welcome to Foundations thing or Welcome to FC Evo is considered one of them this season. Maybe it is, but I think we're still due 6 or 8. And the season's still got 30 days to go. Now, as much as there's nothing to do in the menus and there's no SBCs or no objective players to grind, where I think EA can find that better balance in terms of giving the people that love to just grind this game something to do is evolutions. These have hit exactly how I hoped they would this year. I had such positive feelings towards evolutions. You know, the NBA Evos are sick. I actually think FC24's Evos are better because you're not told what player you have to do it with. You've given a set of requirements, and as long as a player fits that, you can do them. I think is brilliant. But I don't. For somebody like me today, and this is I mentioned this on stream, but I'm building up an Arsenal Evo team. Right now, it is fair to say that Wubben Moy, Smith Rowe, and Kai Havertz are not game breaking because I've got them to an 84, an 84, and an 81. Right, and so I'm currently using Maritz at right back because she's my only first owner Arsenal player that plays at right back. And as you can see, I've got 18 games on a common gold right back. It also wouldn't be breaking the game if I got her to an 84 rated card. And if I wanted to go and get Nketiah and El Neni and Tomiyasu and Jurien Timber and glow these people up to being able to fit with this team, if I went into a game with a full 84, 85 rated Arsenal Evo team, I don't think anyone's crying about it. I don't think anyone's sitting there saying, oh my God, this is so unfair. I can't compete, because Mbappe is better. Vinicius Jr. is better. N'Golo Kante, who's actually a beast this year, is better. You've got Erling Haaland, who's like a joke in this game is better. Like, there are already so many better players, and then you've got icons and heroes that are better. Sam Kerr is better. The Spanish woman with 5-star is better. So for the people that actually just love playing FIFA, and EA is sitting there scratching their head saying, "Oh, we don't know what like SBC to give them. Like, we can't keep giving SBCs that push the power curve. We can't give SBCs that suit everyone." Evos suit everyone, because even if you support someone from a lower division or that has a whole bunch of lower rated cards, including silver cards, giving people the capabilities to just farm their cards up to a standard that is 2 steps below the power curve, I genuinely think everyone would be so happy. And then on a day like this today, you could either drop an Evo, for like a fullback one today or something like that, or a midfielder, centre midfielder or something, or you could just have repeatable Evos. And this is a bit of a wild stretch, but I hope EA watch this and maybe listen a little bit. But I think repeatable Evos for bronzes, silvers, and common golds could definitely be one of the biggest hits on the game. And I know the first comment, I know, like the usual first kind of like response to that is EA are never going to give you the capability to do that because they lose out. They don't need to lose out in terms of monetization. First of all, no, because you can only farm or like complete one Evo at a time. Getting a bronze to a silver and then a silver to a gold, even if the bronze to a silver is like play 3 games and that's it, and then the silver to the gold is like play 3 games, and they could just be general standard ones, and you can have some really sick ones like the golden glow up that takes a bronze to an 80 from bronze to an 84 as like a weekly or bi-weekly sort of thing as they come through evolutions. But the repeatable ones can be just simple upgrades, right? It could just be, a bronze could just get a +10 and a silver could just get a +6. And so that way, if you've got like a 66 rated silver and you evo it up to a 72, you can then evo it up again to a 78 in the same one. And it could just be something as simple as play 3 games or win 5 games and you could even take squad battles out of it if you wanted. And the way that they can monetize off of this, because the mentality is if people are in playing the game, they're not in the menu spending money off, on packs. The way EA can monetize this is by putting a really small price on it. Even for a bronze player, 50 FIFA points or 1,000 coins to evo up a bronze player. And you might think, I'm never doing that. You are 1,000,000,000% doing that. If you can evo up like any bronze player, like Arsenal have got some bronze players, right? Not a lot, but they've got some. I think the women's team might have a little more, but let's have a look. Arsenal concepts. We've got, in terms of bronzes, no bronzes in the men's team, but even these silver players, Nelson, Kivior, Lokonga, and Cedric. I think Lokonga doesn't actually have an Arsenal card because he's now at Luton, so he'll probably have a Luton card. But Nelson, Kivior, and Cedric, if you were to ask me, would I pay for silvers 2,500 coins to enter them into just a random Evo that gives them a +6 or 75 FIFA points? You're absolutely goddamn right I would. And then if I could do it again and again and again and get all of these Arsenal players up to like, the common goals, to say, if you take a common gold maximum 80 and they can be evoed up to like an 83 maximum. So I could take Pepe and get him up to an 83. You're goddamn right I would. And even if that meant I'd pay 5,000 coins for it or 150 FIFA points, you're goddamn right I would. And especially if you're a fan of a smaller club, you would love to do that. And somebody in the chat just said, what's the point if they won't be high enough to be usable? Because this is something that's just a repeatable Evo. This is like this is literally your upgrade bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold to rare gold. This is the same but in Evo form. So you have like these upgrades that are super generic. They're all year because you don't really gain much out of them, but you do them because you want something to do. You got some fodder. This is what like repeatable gold, silver, and bronze Evos would be. Then you have like the special Evos that help you take the cards to the next level, like the Relentless Winger, like the striker one where we turned Kai Havertz from like an 82 to an 84 with a 5-star weak foot, like something that gives playstyle pluses or more playstyles on a player. Then you have the seasonal stuff that also helps grow the players. Because that way, on a day like today when there's nothing, I'm not sitting there going, oh, there's nothing to do. I'm sitting there going, okay, there's nothing in the menus. Let me go and put El Neni in at centre mid and Evo him up. Let me go and play the game and Evo him up. And I think it will be a massive, massive win for EA on the days where there's no content. And I touched on it briefly a moment ago, and I kind of deviated from the path, but years ago, last 2 or 3 years, the 6 p.m. content has been like, some days there's just been nothing. Years ago, we didn't used to get content every day. Like, there were some special occasions we would. And even years ago, like we're going back like 3 or 4 years, we didn't even used to get promos all the time, right? This day and age, every Friday is a new promo. And even when there's not a promo, EA do like a Foundations week or something like that. So there's still a promo. It's just not like a pack promo. In like FIFA 18, FIFA 19, FIFA 20, we never used to have promos. We used to have one a month in like FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, and it would last for a week. And then you'd have 3 weeks of just playing the game. You'd get the odd SBC here or there, a flashback or something like that. And then you'd have like special events, team of the season, foot birthday that lasted a bit longer. Footmas used to last throughout the whole month. It was a bit different. And then as the years went on, EA started catering to people that needed that fix of daily content. And what happened is that people, including myself, started expecting something every day. And then whatever we would get would never live up to our expectations. And it would just be consistent disappointment. I personally am absolutely okay with there being zero content multiple days per week, but a reason to play the game via Evos. And then on the days that they actually release content, having it be worthwhile to the point where it's like, okay, we've got a lot of fun stuff to take on here because they've released all of this cool stuff. So as far as the point of the video is it concerning that EA haven't released content today? It's just not. It's not a problem at all. I'm hoping that this is a positive change in the way FC24 is, where we don't actually have content every single day, but instead we have a reason to play the game every single day. That would be far, far better. And maybe Evos is a start of that, and maybe it isn't. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. I'm out. Peace.